the old mansion on the hill was silent. Its windows glowed faintly in the night, not with laughter or music, but with the lonely hum of a single man's existence. Inside, Arthur Wainwright, a millionaire with more wealth than he could ever spend, sat in his vast dining room at a table meant for 20 but occupied by one. His silver hair caught the dim light of the chandelier as he pushed aside an untouched plate. Today was his birthday, yet no one had remembered. Not a call, not a message, not even a knock on the door. Meanwhile, in the town below, a little girl named Emily clutched a few coins in her tiny palm. Her shoes were torn, her dress worn thin, but her spirit glowed with a warmth no poverty could dim. She had overheard the baker earlier that day telling someone, "Poor old Mr. Wainwright lives up in that mansion all alone. Today's his birthday, but nobody visits him anymore." Emily's heart ached. She had no family left, only memories of her mother's gentle voice reminding her, "Happiness grows when you share it." Though she barely had enough money to buy bread, she walked into the bakery with trembling hands. She placed her last coins on the counter. "Please, sir," she said softly, "may I have a small cake?" The baker, seeing her determination, wrapped a little sponge cake with a single candle on top. It wasn't grand, but to Emily, it was everything. She hugged the box close and began the long walk up the hill, the wind tugging at her frail body. Arthur, sitting in silence, heard a timid knock at the enormous wooden door. He frowned, surprised. When he opened it, he saw the little girl, her cheeks red from the cold, holding the cake with both hands. "Happy birthday, mister," she whispered. For a moment, Arthur couldn't speak. His eyes, so used to cold contracts and empty rooms, softened. "For me?" he asked in disbelief. Emily nodded. "I wanted you to have a cake, so you don't feel lonely." He invited her inside. The giant hall that had always felt like a prison suddenly seemed alive with her presence. They lit the single candle, and for the first time in years, Arthur blew it out, not with sorrow, but with gratitude. As they sat together, Arthur asked, "Why would you spend your last coins on me, a stranger?" Emily smiled faintly. "Because nobody should be alone on their birthday." Her words pierced through years of bitterness. Arthur, who had spent decades chasing wealth while losing friends and family along the way, felt something stir in his heart. He realized he had built a life of riches but had starved himself of love. Over the weeks that followed, Arthur and Emily formed an unlikely bond. He made sure she had warm clothes, proper meals, and schooling. In return, she filled his empty home with laughter and hope. The town soon noticed a change in him. The once cold, distant millionaire now walked through the streets with a child holding his hand, smiling at people he had long ignored. But challenges soon came. Some people wisp,